Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel. This is a second album that I made. Sheesh, I'm addicted to making albums now, creating these beauties. This is my second one, and this one is different than my first. My first was a glam, kind of like a glam, but it was for my mom, and then she passed away. But this one is a shabby chic style, vintage style, and I love it. I made it from a paper collection I bought from Michael's. I purchased from Michael's, and it's called Sweet Ambrosia, and it's beautiful paper. My God, I had so much fun creating with it. I have about half a paper pad left, and oh God, I just love it. But let's just get into this because I had a difficult time with making my videos, and let's just get into it. So this is the front. This is one of my favorite pages, and then the spine. The spine has this lovely dangly brooch, and it's AB crystal, and I couldn't do with one bow, so I was satisfied with 3, not 1. I kind of had to fill it all in, so I did 3. And then my second favorite paper from the collection I put in the back, and I distressed the sides, and I hand stamped this with a custom stamp that I ordered from eBay, from India. How beautiful that is. And I heat embossed it. I stamped it with Versamark ink and heat embossed it with brown embossing powder. Then I put these bezel set pearls, I glued them in. Then I cut this with my Cuttlebug, with the dies from my Cuttlebug, and I stacked that there to give it some dimension. I put foam tape in the back. And then I put this bracelet and I made these rhinestones. I put these rhinestones around, I glued it around and made this. Then I made a ribbon closure. Oops. I made a ribbon closure and with some satin, oh geez, what's the name of this? With some sheer ribbon, sheer organza ribbon. I just love this. This is a 5-inch spine. Yeah, 5 inches. It's pretty thick. This is a vintage frame. I distressed it myself. This is made from clay, polymer clay. You see, I distressed it. I painted it. I mixed a little bit of beige and white, and oh wait, I first painted it black with black acrylic paint, and then I mixed the ivory with white. I painted it, and then I kind of went like this and took the paint off to reveal the black under. This is an earring I got from the 99-cent store. And I cut these out with my Cuttlebug. I'm in love with this shabby chic album. This is how you open it. I made a little ribbon closure with the, I forgot what this is called, clasp. Gotta make sure I get this in frame. Oh God, they're messy. These are my little flowers. This beautiful page I cut out and selected for the front. I glued these little bezel set pearls. These are photo mats. I left the back plain. I like this paper. Not sure if you can see the glitter. pretty. See the pretty glitter there? It's all from the collection. Oh, and I inked the edges so they can give it a more vintage feel. I added some trim, some pearl trim here, lace trim and pearl trim. I want you to see this up close. My waterfall. Just sorry, having trouble. You can put a picture here too. And I added some rhinestone trim at the end of the page. This is glass. I'm not sure if you can see it. This is a belly band page. Oops, off frame. I love how I put the colors together. I cut this out. This is from the cut aparts from the collection, and I added some pearl string, some pearls on a string, and I glued it. The flowers are squashed because I had this this book laying down, and I added the trim. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's glistening, the glass trim, and I carefully just placed it on every curve, glued every curve. I added the bezel set pearls here. You can see, you can add photos here or here. And I made this little tassel like with different color pearls and the rhinestone trim. Love that page. And let's go to this page right here. Oh God. It's out of frame. Okay, so 2 little pockets with photo mats. Distress. I inked the edges so it can look more distressed than what it already is. And I took the Spellbinders borders, and I also added, well, I cut them out with my Cuttlebug, and then I added acetate, not acetate, sheesh, it comes out right on tape. I added a clear background so the scrolls wouldn't bend or break. Then I added this trim that I got from my stash. It's so pretty. And I added these I added this flower. These pearls were already there. And this butterfly was was a whole yard of it. And here goes this page, kind of like a flap, 2 flaps. I added trim, again rhinestone trim on it. I layered these 2 dies, these 2 die cuts. I cut them out with my dies and I popped it up with foam tape. And then I cut this out from the cut aparts of the collection, the paper collection. And I added these bezel set pearls. They're so cute. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me see. And on the next page, I love this one. I love this page. See, I cut this out from the strips of the collection, and I added I cut out the rhinestone trim and added these. Oh, this one is missing, but there was one there. I had one there, one here. Then I cut this out. I inked this up, and cut this out with the borders die. And I added these, and I added this trim, and I put magnet here, and I put these 2 roses. Is that in frame? No. Oh gosh, let me get that in frame. Okay, so it goes like this, and then it opens. I have to lay it down. It opens. It opens and has a little place where you can put your photo. I love this. I also have this little tag here. I put this here as a stopper. Oh gosh, what a mess. So I added this from the cut aparts of the collection, and then I what do you call it? I matted it and cut around it. Magnetized. And here goes the next page. Yeah, that's in frame. Here, oops. Let me bring that into frame. Have a little pearl trim, lace trim, these 2. I love this paper collection. I added this. You could put a photo here if you want. Put a photo here. And I added these 2. I like the shine. I love it. Then I cut out this butterfly and I matted it and I added it there as a stopper. I magnetized. My flowers all squashed because I had this book closed laying down. But, so I just wanted to make this page a little more interesting, so I added the rhinestones and I just glued them on. God, my flowers look hurt. Sheesh. Anyway, I'll fix that. It's because it's been a long time doing nothing but just lonely in the closet. Okay, this is my other page. I fussy cut this out from the paper collection. Added my trim, my pearl trim and my lace trim. And I thought this would look cute, so I just added this to the outside of the page. Added this and voila. Make sure it's in frame. I love this right here. I cut this out. I fussy cut this out from the paper collection. And this is, you have to open this here. Well, wait. I love these distressed papers. Added my pearl trim, lace trim, and I put a little buckle trim, glass rhinestone. All right, so I'm gonna open this. This is like a fold out. Same thing on this side. Here is my butterfly page. I love this page. I also put trim on it, glass trim, glass rhinestone trim, and I put a little piece of acetate behind this to give the butterfly dimension. This is photo mat. This is another one of my favorite pages. I love this. I doubled up the ribbon, and this, I saw this somewhere on YouTube. I thought it's so pretty. I put this paper up and I cut it with my borders die, a borders die. And I added this here, and I added this ribbon so I can be able to pull it. Okay, so you open it like this. And I put this as a stopper. Got a tag. Love, love, love this paper. And this goes like this waterfall. I love it, and I put 2 ribbons there, kind of to pull it. Okay, so that's that. Another one of my, they're all my favorite pages. All the pages in here are my favorite. It's like tea time. A little delicate touch. This tag. And this, excuse me, is a envelope here, an expandable envelope. You can put a few more pictures in there. I put 30 pictures in there, 34 by 4 by 6 pictures in here, and I closed it, and it's magnetized, though I have some weak magnets. I have a weak magnet in there. It's all right, it'll do. And I thought that bird was cute. I cut out the bird, used the bottom half of the paper because I wanted to bring that bird into the focal point. I want it as a focal point. And there you go. I love these pearls. And that's it. That's the end of this. This right here is an extension of the album. I put this, a photo fits behind here. Let me show you. You can put a photo in there. See? Either you leave the picture or you put a photo in there. Comes in there. And so I added this key in there. I distressed it with some ink. Put this bow. I doubled it, 2 bows, and I put these flowers. I said, you know what? I needed something small. Again, my favorite paper to match the back of the album. So I thought it was such a good idea. And so we have this, the first page. I said, you know what? I had a lot of scraps, so I used my scraps and made a design. Here's the second one. I wish I had these pieces together though. Wait, did I get to show this in frame? Okay. And then this one. And then this one. Oh, this is my favorite, of course. It's like the Columbia sign. These 4 right here. The Columbia name brand. I just love this. Look at this. And then the back. Ha, another custom made stamp of mine. I embossed it, heat embossed it. Glued on the bezel set pearls. I inked these up. I cut these out with my leaf dies, and this is one of my card creator dies that I layered back here. Then I cut this out with my die, with this same die, the pink, the one that I made the pink paper out of, and I cut this part. I cut this part of it to make it this, and then I layered it. I inked it up, distressed it, I layered it, and there goes the back. I just thought it was a little something extra to add to the whole album set. And that's it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.